Welcome, brothers and sisters, back to the Recovery Warrior channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rizzo. I am an alcoholic in recovery. My channel is the Recovery Warrior. Everybody that comes on, we are warriors in recovery. We're here to pass the message of hope. Hopefully, you're not too far deep in a hole. Everybody out there who watches my channel, we're seeking help. We're seeking something. We're lost. We're discouraged. We're broken, busted. But you don't have to live that way. There is a way out, and that's what this channel is about. I have another brother on. We're gonna chit chat a little bit, and my last video was like negative 25. It was freaking cold, huh? Like today was like what, 50 above.
Yeah.
So we're up here in North Dakota, 48s, and hopefully it's spring and it stays spring, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, I'm tired of that damn cold weather, man. But yeah, so I asked my brother Ron to be on, and we're gonna pass this message of hope to you guys. Thank you guys for subscribing. Love you guys, and on with the show. Go ahead, brother Ron.
Okay, my name is Ron Yellow Jr. The son of Ron Yellow Sr. And Roberta Birdhorse Yellow, which both passed away. I come from a small town on the res here, Wakpala, South Dakota. Grew up mostly here in 48, McLaughlin. Start with my addiction. It stems from my childhood, being, physically abused, emotionally abused, all the abuses. As I got older, I began to act out.
Did your mom and dad raise you?
Yes. Well, they got divorced when I was 4 years old.
Okay, so you're back and forth with mom and dad.
Yeah.
Was there drugs and alcohol in the houses?
No.
No?
My dad sobered up when I was 4.
Awesome.
My mom never drank.
Okay. So you were just busted, broken at 4, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Yeah. So started acting out when I was 11. Hanging out with some bad kids. Tried housing for the first time.
Did you like it?
Nah, man, it got me sick.
Oh, I didn't like it either.
Yeah. One time is all it took.
Yep.
Then we moved around, jumped around Rapid City, Bismarck, Fort Totten. Moved back to Bismarck when I was 13, and drank for the first time.
How old were you?
I was 13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
13, yep. And there was about 4 or 5 of us, and we had a bottle of some 100 proof stuff, and that was, I thought you drank to throw up, and that's what I thought it was, so.
That was the guidelines, huh?
Yeah, drink till you throw up, and
yeah,
that's what I did.
Yeah. And you threw up.
I threw up. Yeah. Tried weed for the first time when I was 15.
Yeah.
Here in 48s. Again, the same thing. You smoke until you throw up.
Damn.
Yeah. So threw up all over. And it's
So back then it was like the mindset of balls to the wall.
Yep.
Yeah, it was just right off the bat, home run.
Yep.
Yeah. You gotta throw up.
You gotta throw up. If you're not throwing up, you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. Yeah.
I get it.
So then I started drinking off and on, more frequently with some friends here in 48s. I moved up to Spirit Lake, school in Fort Totten. Drinking up there too. All the meanwhile, I was into the sports, basketball, cross country. That became a regular thing for us to drink on the weekends after school was out.
Were you a high school standout?
Yeah.
Star, huh?
Not really. I was good at what I was
You were
doing.
good at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So drinking became more frequent, especially in the summer months. Going to school, I transferred into Bismarck, back down here to Standing Rock, and just kind of bouncing all over. Just getting away with stuff. Didn't have any really strict rules from my parents. I'm the youngest boy of 4 boys, and my dad's only son of 9 kids. So
you were the baby.
Not the baby,
Not the
but
baby.
the baby of the boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't like that title.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So it's like no really discipline. I bounced around from my sister's house to my brother's house in Bismarck, you know, and it was just kind of free reign. That's what I felt like. It was free reign, you know.
Yeah.
My brother had some rules, you know, but it was just like me trying to see what I can get away with most of the time, you know.
Yeah.
And then from I moved back up to Spirit Lake with my mom, my sophomore, senior, and sophomore, junior, senior year. Played sports. My senior year, I dropped out because I couldn't play basketball. That resulted into before that came. I got into it with the cross country coach. You know, showed him against Logger. Got kicked out my sophomore year. That counts as one of my sports years. So senior year I couldn't play ball, so I dropped out, and my drinking progressed. Got a DUI up in Devil's Lake.
Devil's Lake, is that on a reservation?
It's like right off the res, maybe
okay.
like 5-6 miles off the res. Yeah.
Never been there, so I don't. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started drinking heavily. Did some odd jobs, you know, firefighting, construction jobs in Bismarck. But it was just work to drink, you know.
Yeah. Beers after work.
Yeah.
Shots.
Yeah. Come 2021, I didn't really know much about meth. A couple of my friends were doing it, and I went from smoking it to shooting up, you know, within a month, man. And that's like crazy, you know. I look back at it now, and it's.
No. This is a question like when you first shot it up, did somebody have to shoot you up?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the same story with me. It just as soon as I did, I loved it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
You know, compared to snorting and smoking.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
Yeah. So from then 2001, using meth, that was my drug of choice.
Yeah.
Got in some legal trouble, got locked up, got out.
Did you get caught with meth?
No.
Okay.
Got out, was sober for a little while. I was working at the casino. That's when pills were big, you know, droves, whatever, you know. So I tried some of it, didn't really like it.
Yeah.
Went back to meth. P.O. heard about my some trouble I was in down here in the 48s, and came down, basically revocated me. Went back up to Bismarck, revocated me. Went back in for 4 years. Got out, same thing again. You know, I never went to treatment while I was in. Got out, and one of the guys I met in prison threw some dope at me, you know, and I took off again. You know, 2014.
Now dope, you mean meth?
Meth, yes.
Big old bag.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
And went from 14 until a few years ago, you know. I got in some trouble here on the res, you know, possession charges or whatever, you know, getting caught up with it. So in that time frame from 14 until 21, you know, I lost my dad. Was high through the wake, funeral. Try to play it off, you know, but you know, your family members know when you're on that stuff, you know, and it's
well, that's because that's what you knew, right?
Yeah. And as much as I try to stay away, you know, it's from family functions, you know, I try to play it off like maybe I'll sleep the day before and go there and act like I have an appetite.
Normal?
Yeah, normal. Act like I have an appetite, you know.
Justifying your
yeah, man. So it's I still drink every chance I got to, you know. Four Locals came out, you know. I was drinking Four Locals like crazy, you know.
The good stuff.
But yeah, so like after my dad passed, it was just like kept going downhill, you know. Had all these morals for myself, you know, like, man, I would never put drugs in front of my kids, you know. My kids' needs come first before drugs, you know, and it was all I got put out the window, you know. leaving my kids to go score a bag or grab a bag or go make a deal or something, you know. And it's
Addiction had a hold of you.
yeah, addiction. That drug had me, man. It had me. Um, so comes up to 2021. I was getting to this point in my life where I knew where it was taking me, and I was 40, 44 years old, and I was like, man, am I gonna keep doing this for the rest of my life? You know, and I had a talk with a family member, and she was like, aren't you getting tired of this stuff? You know,
Yeah.
I was like, that made me really think about it, and so, how Creator works in mysterious ways. It's like He intervened in my life before.
Yeah.
In 2014. I was getting tired of using then too. I was getting pretty heavy, and someone asked me, I was like, when's the last time you prayed? I was like, it's been like 6 months. So I prayed. I was like, forgive me for all the stuff I've been doing.
Yeah.
Ruining people's lives, ruining my life. Taking away from my kids, and 4 or 5 hours later, I come back down here on the res and had a warrant. They had a warrant. I had a warrant. Possession, so took me to jail. I sat in jail for a year, came back, and back at it again.
Yeah.
So that leads up to 2021. It's like Creator works in mysterious ways. Mysterious ones. So
so now I question, when growing up, how did you grow up like with the Creator way? Like, did you go to church? Did you go to ceremonies? Was it in your household growing up? I mean, how did you know how to pray?
I went to church. My mom was Episcopalian, so went to that. So like,
so you knew how to pray.
Yeah.
You knew there was there's something out there, greater than you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So anyway, I ended up getting into some legal trouble. Feds came knocking on my door. And when they came, it's just like, I was like, all right, let's go.
Let's do this, huh?
Yeah, I'm done. That's another sign. So
yeah.
Went to jail for a little while. 17 months I was in county. Finally got out into treatment. Got a place that accepted me for treatment. Out of state. And while I was in county, I was going to church, trying to get my hands on a big book. Get down into treatment, and it's I wanted to become a sponge for learning why I was the way I was.
Yeah.
Through my addiction, what caused my addiction. So
your curiosity was open.
Huh? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I wanted to be done. I wanted to be done with that life. So
seeking answers, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So while I was down there, I met some good people, great facilitators. Shout out to Janelle Haven, shout out to Dwight Francisco. They really opened my mind up to everything. Well-briety, traumas. Dealing with all that. I got a sponsor while I was down here. Shout out to Steve Bailey. They all went through. I went through my 12 steps to AA. Went through my resentments, made some amends.
Oh yeah.
It's just like that backpack you carry around, the heavy. It's like once I did all that, it's just like I dropped it. It's like why do I need to carry that around anymore?
All your flashlights and charging cords.
bunch of man.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, so it's so I was down there for 6 months. Pretty intense treatment down there. Met some cool people from North Dakota up here. They were down there too. Met some cool people. Came back up to North Dakota here, and one of my friends has I knew him for a long time. We were locked up together with him too. And he has a sober living in Bismarck.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shane Bloom. He has Blessed Builders.
Awesome.
said, you know, bro, I'll take you in, you know. So I was like, all right, cool, man. So got all that squared away. By the time I left treatment down in Arizona, I came back up here to Bismarck. Had a bed ready for me, everything, you know. So that was a blessing, you know. So helped me get on my feet.
Yeah.
Got a job, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just small goals when I got there, you know. Getting a job, getting a vehicle, getting my license back. Um, Most importantly, though, was mending those relationships with my kids, you know.
Yeah.
My kids needed their dad back, you know, and shit, I'm here now, you know.
Yeah.
It was
I bet you. I bet you they're really happy, huh?
yeah, yeah. One of my sons came to a couple of the events that I spoke at, you know. And so
Nice.
he got to hear my story.
Makes you proud, huh?
Yeah, it does, man. One of my other sons, you know, I know he wants to see this too, you know.
Yeah.
He I just recently reconnected with him.
Really?
Yeah, just this past December.
Powerful.
Yeah, yeah. He's 17 years old, man.
Ooh.
I never seen him since he was 2 weeks old, you know.
Dang. That's awesome.
But yeah, man, it's definitely a blessing. You know, I talk to my kids about, you know, that my path doesn't lead anywhere. You know, it's
Yeah.
It's to prison or death. You know, become something better than myself. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a journey for me, man. Been in sober living. I was there for 8 months. Got asked to do peer support training.
Uh-huh.
So I came down here to Yates, did the whole peer support training for a week. I'm peer support certified now through the state of North Dakota.
Oh yeah.
And this group, man, this group started up from a couple of great people. You know, Margot, Jana, shout out to them. You know, started this group, Res Recovery, man.
There you go.
Yeah, Res Recovery, man. So I've been part of this group since basically when it started. And it's a blessing, you know, on the
Yeah.
res here. You know, it's not just sweaters and water bottles that we're giving out. You know, it's much more than that. It's
Yeah.
about people sharing their lived experience.
Yeah.
You know, to help others that are either on the fence of sobering up or they're in their recovery. You know, so hearing people's stories that are similar to yours or mine. Everyone's got a story, but a lot of them they're interconnected. Past traumas, you know, abuse, whatever it may be, you know, it's don't feel like you're not out there by yourself, you know. There's always people out there with similar stories that can help, you know.
So that being said, what would you tell that newcomer or that person who's undecided about recovery? What would you say to them? Maybe somebody watching this video, you know.
If you're on the fence, you know, about sobering up, or you're a newcomer in the rooms, you know, there's help out there, you know. There's always someone out there that wants to help. Don't feel like you're left out. There's, you know, reach out to somebody. There's all kinds of help out there. My pride got in the way of that when I was in my addiction. You know, I thought I knew it all. You know,
Yeah.
I don't.
Right.
I remain teachable every day. I don't know everything, you know, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like I hit 3 years and I still don't know. I still don't know shit.
Yeah, me too,
I'm
man.
learning every day, man.
Yeah. I hit 3 years too in December, man. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Isn't that awesome, man?
Yeah, bro.
But it's like I still have a little baby infant mind to this recovery stuff, and honestly, like every day I just learn something new.
Yeah.
It's freaking crazy, man. Awesome.
Yeah, it is, man. It's yeah. So Res Recovery, man. It's we've been doing
Yeah.
different districts here on the reservation, and we're getting the message out there. You know, our events are getting bigger. It's a blessing. You know, it's a first on the res here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So this Res Recovery, do they have like a website or anything, or how do you get a hold of Res Recovery?
Oh, you can get a hold of Res Recovery on Facebook.
Facebook?
Yeah, REZ Recovery. You know, go follow us. A lot of stuff on there. We have different programs through the treatment facility here in Fort Yates. More events coming up.
Nice.
If you're in recovery and you want to share your story, you know, reach out. You know, there's a lot of us. Our res recovery community is getting bigger and bigger. You know,
Yeah.
trying to spread that message out there. You know, so
Yeah. It's awesome. So now, before you speak at one of those events, do you get nervous?
man, my first event I spoke at was in McLaughlin, and
Yeah.
I was trying to go off these bullet points. You know,
It don't work, huh?
Yeah, it didn't work,
No.
man. It didn't work. So I was just bouncing all over, you know, on my
Yeah,
bullet
like,
points, you know. But after I got done, you know, I felt a relief. You know,
Yeah.
I got it out there. I got it done. You know, so
Yeah.
some families showed up. I'm glad they showed up for support.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I shared, I know, a few times now. So
Yeah, it's getting easier.
yeah, it's getting easier, but there's still stuff that I think that I wanted to say,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. I forget
Not
about.
when you're at that moment, huh?
Yeah.
It's like, dang, I should have
Yeah.
said that. Oh wow. That's the awesome part of like just spreading this message of hope. It's like you get so many chances to just do it, just like a recovery, you know. Start over the next day. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I used to be a problem on here on the res, you know.
You were?
Yeah, yeah, like drugs, you know, all avoiding the cops, you know, whatever, you know. But now, um, I don't want to be that no more. I want to be part of the solution now
Hell yeah.
to get the message out there, you know. So
That's cool. That's an awesome life, man.
yeah, man.
It's like I didn't know who you were, but I don't know how you found out about my channel. When I was in Sober Living, remember?
Yeah, yeah,
You came over, bro, can I get a shirt? That's when I was selling shirts.
yeah,
Like I didn't know Ron when I first seen him, but he reached out and it's like, can I give him shirts?
yeah, yeah.
That's how I met this guy, my brother here. But yeah, anyway, enough about me.
Yeah, yeah. So it's I don't even know where to go from here. I guess.
Yeah. What are you doing today, like for your recovery?
So today for my recovery, I have consistency. Moved out of sober living, moved back home. I work. I got a full-time job. You know,
Nice.
been there for over a year now. I haven't had a job in a year and you know
Yeah.
decades. You know, probably back since the 1900s. You know. Yeah. But my job, hitting meetings, contacting my sponsor daily. You know.
You?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That helps. Being a part of this res recovery, that we do events. You know, being of service to people. You know.
Now, for people out there who don't know what that term is, being a service, what is that exactly?
Being of service, being having a service commitment at a AA meeting, you know, chairing it, be a greeter at the door, go to the different events, you know, help clean up,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
service work, you know.
Yeah, being a service.
Yeah, being of service. Yeah, without
Awesome.
asking for anything, you know.
Yeah, nothing in return. That's
Yeah.
cool. All right. Yeah. Was it difficult for you to find recovery? Like I know you mentioned, you know, jails, institutions, but I mean, like deep down inside, was it hard for you to find it, or was it just like that? I mean, obviously we have challenges, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're human beings, but was it difficult for you?
So, in 2021, I didn't know there was anything about I didn't know of any AA meetings or any
Yeah.
meetings, you know. I just wasn't really looking for it, but um, when I came back up here to North Dakota in November of 2023 from treatment in Arizona, there was it's just like an explosion of meetings everywhere, you know,
Yeah.
and hearing different meetings everywhere. That's what really intrigued me to start going to, just to find a meeting that I liked, you know.
Yeah.
Then I heard about the meetings. Res Recovery started these meetings down here on the res, you know. So that was my goal, to move back home and to become part of this the meetings down here as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting bigger, you know.
Is it? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke at an event. If you guys want to see that video, it's down below. I explained what happened. I'm not gonna tell you guys, but you guys can go watch that video and you'll find out what happened to me at an event with Res Recovery. I mean, did you hear about it?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah. You guys gotta go watch that video down below if you want to find out. But yeah, anyway. So what was the deciding factor for you to believe in a higher power? Did you have a spiritual awakening? Did you just say enough's enough? Please help me, Creator, or what was it?
It was that enough's enough.
Was
you
it?
know, it was not being a dad to my kids.
Okay.
Not being a son to my mom when she was alive. I lost my mom
Yeah.
when I was in treatment.
Oh man.
You know, the treatment let me come back to her services up here in
Mm.
North Dakota. But I think had I not been in treatment, and if I was still in jail and they let me out, I would have took off and just used, you know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do this for my mom and my dad to show them that, you know, I can change, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it was enough's enough, you know, and ask Creator to help me, to guide me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So funny thing about that is, you know, having dreams about different areas in your life, and I was having deja vu a lot, you know. So
Like throughout your day.
yeah,
Wow.
like when I was in treatment, you know, I was
Yeah.
having, like the night before, I had a dream about this is where I'm supposed to be, and I just
Ooh.
got to treatment down there in Arizona, you know, and it's this guy coined out, you know,
Yeah.
and I didn't know who he was. I shook his hand when we got done, but I ended up meeting the guy, and we ended up becoming good friends down there, and so like just different things that Creator's been putting in
Yeah.
my dreams that
Wow.
become reality, you know.
That's
So
awesome.
I believe I'm on the right path, you know.
Yeah.
So
Feels good, huh?
it does, man.
That's cool, man. That's really awesome. I never heard that before. You know, I've heard of dreams, and I don't know if they come true. But then you saying that's cool.
Yeah,
You know, because
yeah,
I'm intrigued with all that too. Now that I've opened a different mindset to spirituality.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like before, I didn't care. You
yeah,
know, but now it's like there's a whole different realm out there of goodness. You
yeah,
know, that we can grasp,
yeah.
and we do grasp every day. So that's badass, man. Oh, so you said you went through the steps of AA?
Yes.
Did you go through the steps of NA too?
No,
No.
no.
How about Wildbriety? Did you ever check out Wildbriety?
I did in Arizona, yes.
Yeah.
I know it's getting more popular up here now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't yet.
Yeah, I've not really dabbled in Wildbriety. I kind of know what it is. Maybe if some of you guys can comment out there what Wildbriety is. I know we're Native Americans, and Wildbriety is part of the cultural. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm 3 years deep, and AA is what helped me.
Yeah, same man. Same.
Yeah. So that's crazy. How many times did you go to treatment?
First time.
That was it, huh?
Yeah.
The deciding factor was just one time. That's awesome. How long did you go? How long were you there?
4 months of residential and 2 months of IOP, outpatient. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, where did you go?
Shout out to Hope and Healing,
Hope and Healing. Where's that at?
Arizona.
Oh, cool.
Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nice down there all year, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
None of that -25 stuff.
Man,
Yeah.
it was like the hottest on record down there. Like most days for 110 degrees above. So it was like
Holy smokes.
35 days straight of that, man.
So you gotta stay inside, huh?
Yeah, pretty dark, I guess, if you're out there.
Probably go outside at night, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, how do you stay consistent with your higher power?
Oh, pray daily. You
Pray?
know, wake up and I pray. Give Creator thanks for small things in my life. You know, anything that comes good. You know, or if I'm in a situation where, like for instance, the show here. You know,
Yeah.
before I walked in, I prayed. You know,
Yep.
prayed for Creator God to help guide me with words to get out there, you know. So
Exactly.
yeah, so just small things every day, you know. I keep in prayer in everything I do.
So with that being said, us guys, you know, me and you, we're humans in recovery, and I know you have bad days. Obviously, you're not perfect. Like me, I have bad days where just things get to me, but I'm able to get through them. You know, is it like that for you, or like is it?
Yeah, I when I have those days, I just like take a step back. I look at the situation, or I always reach out to my sponsor too.
Yeah.
You know, message him, hey man, what do you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
So he always has good wisdom to shoot at me. So
Oh yeah, sponsors are badass.
yeah,
Huh?
man.
I had a call today too from one of my sponsees, and he's like, I accidentally drank. I was gurgling with some alcohol mouthwash, and I took a little sip, I was like, don't worry about it, man. Was it
Yeah.
intentional? Did you want to get messed up? And he's like, no, I don't know. I felt, do I start over? I was like, no, man. You didn't mean to, right? Are you drunk right now? And he's like, no, you know?
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that. And it's like, you know, I'm glad he called me because it reminded me of who I am, you
Yeah.
know? It's like, shit, I'm an alcoholic in recovery too. And I was like, it's all good, bro. You know, you didn't mean to. You know, it's just stuff like that. And so that being said, do you sponsor guys?
So that was brought up to me by one of my friends, and so I went to the rooms, you know, and you know how creator puts things in certain place
Yeah.
for you. So I went to a meeting, and dude was fresh out of treatment, you know, and the newcomer at the meeting. So um, I raised my hand. Everybody, you know, if anybody wanted to sponsor this guy, you know, so I raised my hand, gave him my number. But he didn't call me back, you know. He didn't message me or nothing, you know. So, but yeah, I don't have any sponsees yet, but
Not yet.
I am open to be a sponsor. So,
So you can sponsor dudes and you want to.
yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
You know what's crazy? I always get the fear of sponsoring, you know, but after I meet with them, it's not even that bad.
yeah,
Because I'm just like them.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like today I work in a treatment center and yesterday they had me tell my story and I was scared. Because they just sprung it on me. My sister Jasmine, I don't know. You know Jasmine, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Jasmine Lorraine. I think she's part of the res recovery. I'm not sure though. But anyway, I'm sitting there. I work in a treatment center, and she's like, "Hey, hey, brother, we need you to tell your story because the Zoom ain't working." And I'm doing my work, you know. It's like, no, I don't wanna. But something says like, they asked you for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm going there and talk to like 30 residents, and man, I was scared at first. I'm always scared.
yeah, yeah. Especially getting out of your comfort zone, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. We just I run a fear-based life. You know, why not? You know, it's what keeps us on our toes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Especially one thing that really helped me get out of my comfort zone was we had this resolution event at the casino here. I missed the first day. Second day, I went there, and one of the councilmen, he's like, "Hey, man, this guy wasn't here yesterday. Hey, can you come up here and say the morning prayer?" You know, so he called me up there. You know, so it was like a room full of people. You know,
How
like,
many? 500?
it wasn't that much. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I want to say it was. You know, but it wasn't.
Sellout crowd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
But yeah, I got up there, said the morning prayer, man, got me out of my comfort zone.
Did you? What do you call it?
Stage fright, no.
Yeah. Did you freestyle it? Or
Yeah,
you-
yeah. I don't know how.
You
I
did?
have nothing written down. I just went off the top of my head, you know.
You felt
so,
it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much our time for tonight. You know, I try not to run too long, but any closing remarks, any shout outs to anybody out there? Or
I guess I already had the shout outs, you know, to the people down in Arizona. Dwight Francisco, Miss Janelle Haven, my bro up in Bismarck, Shane Bloom, my sponsor Steve Bailey. You know, shout out to all you guys. You guys are all, you know, helped me become the man who I am. Helped me become this guy
Yeah.
here today. You know, so shout out to you guys, man. Much love, respect. You know, it's a blessing every day to wake up sober. You know, to spread this message. You know, of to be that beacon of hope. You know. Hopefully people out there who are on the fence that see this, you know, it gets easier, you know. Grass is greener on this side, you know. But it's a process, you know. You gotta work through a lot of stuff to get where you want to be in life, you know. So
we'll walk through that mud, huh?
yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, keep our shoes tied.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, brother.
All right, bro.
Awesome. That is badass, man. Finally, some good words from my brother Ron here. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Jay Rizzo. I'm an alcoholic in recovery, and this is the Recovery Warrior YouTube page. So, I mean, like Ron was saying, if you're on the fence, you know, if you don't know what to do and you're lost, you know, just maybe if you're thinking about using for the first time, reach out. You know, nowadays we have phones, we have people, just Google recovery in your area, you know, and I don't know, find us on Facebook if you want, you know.
Yeah.
We're out there, and he also did say Res Recovery.
Yep, Res Recovery.
Yeah,
Res Recovery on the Facebook page.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Reach out to them. You guys can get a hold of Ron, friend him, stalk him. Nah, I'm just teasing. But yeah, everybody on my channel that I have on, we all warriors in recovery. We fight this battle every day, one day at a time. It's all it takes. So I thank you guys.
One more shout out.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna do one more shout out, you know, to the people down in the Yankton tribe, you know, Leon, Flying Hog, Zena, Zephyr, you know, shout out to you guys too. You guys made this possible for Res Recovery and the other Recovery Warriors to become, you know, have the first annual Recovery Warrior Gathering of Nations in Pier a couple weeks ago. You know, shout out to you guys too. Stay blessed.
Awesome. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I think I seen that on Facebook. Maybe next year I'll go.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and reach out. That's all we can say, you know. And with that, we will pass.
Pass.
Love you.
Yep.
Bye.